Good evening and welcome to 12 News at 6. If you spent the day watching the stock market fall, you weren't alone.
The big drop likely took a bite out of your 401k. Stocks suffered their worst day of the year, completely erasing yesterday's rally and deepening the market's losses for the year. The Dow average dropped more than 1,000 points. Today, a little more than 3%. That more than reversed yesterday's rally.
And no doubt the abrupt drop in the stock market has many Arizonans worried about what they should do next.
Joe Dana has an expert's advice and explains what you should do. It depends on how old you are.
While we saw a wild swing of the stock market, nearly 1,000 points up yesterday and 1,000 points down today, our financial analyst says although this is highly unusual, it should not be a reason for panic. Worried about fluctuations in the market, Joan Zurich put half of her retirement savings in cash 2 weeks ago, a decision that doesn't seem so bad today.
Now reinvest when things seem a little bit more stable. You know, the market's always up and down.
Financial analyst Jason Richards says Arizonans like Joan nearing retirement would benefit from such a move to free up some cash on hand. A cushion of 6 to 8 months is ideal.
I like the idea, by the way, of having some cash on the sidelines for people to retire that don't have that income now and can weather that storm.
Thursday's plummeting stock market reminding everyone that there are no certainties in investments. The economy rattled by inflation, war, and a rise in interest rates.
I have no confidence whatsoever in this administration. Nothing.
Richard says Arizonans should avoid the doomsday scenario. The stock market, he says, is still a solid place to keep your money. Times like these may tempt some to reach for extreme investments like Bitcoin, real estate, or commodities.
I think sticking with high quality, kind of liquid investments will get the typical Arizonan, as you said, kind of through this tough time.
And he says, especially for younger Arizonans who are further away from retirement, sit tight.
We really like the discipline of staying the course.
The Fed's decision to raise interest rates may be shaking up the markets today, but in the long term, they are meant to ease inflation. How quickly that comes is the question. Joe Dana, 12 News.
All right, Joe, thanks.